All right, good morning and happy Friday. You know what time it is? Okay, got it. I'm gonna just take a moment here to push this out. If you if you jump on and say hello. Let me know you're out there in the old interweb lands. Candace, good morning, brother. How are you? Appreciate you jumping on. Mark Peterson, Patriot Pride, brother. Appreciate you. Got some stuff I need to chat with you. I'm heading your direction here in about a week. So, let's get started. Got a lot to cover. Great week. And those of you that jump on a little bit later, jump on, say hello. Man, it's November already. November. This month, next month, we're at the end of the year. It's crazy to even think about. But November for me, November. I called it Thankful November because there's a lot of things to. I mean, we're thankful. It's been a great year for me, family, the shows, the businesses. I'm thankful for all of you out there and whatnot. So I'm calling it Thankful November this month. So, Steve, not sure why you're not wearing a blazer because my season doesn't start for about 2 more weeks. Maybe I'll have something on. I might have to do it. I might have to do the show from the tree stand, Steve. I don't know. We'll have to. We'll have to do it. Mark, if I had a dime for, listen, man. And if I had a dime for every time you were home when I came through, there you go. So I'm thankful. So this month I'm calling it thankful November because I'm thankful. It's just there's a lot to be thankful for, and as crazy as the world is right now, you gotta find the things that you're thankful for and be grateful for, right? So thankful for November. November is also military family month this month. So all of you military families out there, tip of the hat to you. Love y'all. Absolutely amazing. It's not easy. Not easy being a military family, but do what you got to do, and we appreciate our military families out there. What else? Hey, November 6th, in like 2 days, there's that evil thing called daylight savings. Actually, I think it ends. Daylight savings ends. You got to change your. I don't know. You got to change your clock on the 6th. When I lived in Arizona, we didn't worry about this down there because it was just like everybody else changes their clock. We never had to. I'm out on the East Coast right now. Any other time zone you go into, you got to worry about changing your clocks and stuff like that. It's a kick in the crotch. Hey, Christine. Good morning. Appreciate you jumping on. Thank you. Thank you. So listen, don't forget this weekend you got to change your clocks. Those of you that are in those time zones that have to do that stuff, don't forget change your clock. And I think you lose an hour if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. You probably lose an hour, which means those of you out west, I think the show will be at 7 in the morning, not at 6 anymore. Kenneth, I'm talking to you because I know you're out there. Yeah, but I missed not changing the clocks. Ugh. Anyway, um, Steven, they fall back. You fall back. Good. All right. So you lose. Uh, some places lose an hour. I think. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, Sunday, November 6th. Don't forget. Hey, this week I had the pleasure of going to a dinner for an organization, Worth It Hollow. You've heard me mention it in the other previous shows and whatnot. Worth It Hollow is they do equine therapy for veterans in southern Lancaster County out here in Pennsylvania. And Sarah, who is the owner, founder of it, she's also the executive director. She is Army veteran, and I stumbled across this organization over a year ago, and I've done their some sessions down there with them. Absolutely amazing group. But they were honored this week, and it was awesome. They were honored. Where was it now? Just to tip my tongue. I knew I should have wrote it down. Mason's Lodge in Millersville, Pennsylvania, and they had this little ceremony and whatnot. And at the ceremony, they were recognizing another organization that I didn't know anything about, but this organization I wanted to bring up is it's called Blankets of Honor. And they're based out of Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. They go all over the country. It's a nonprofit organization, and they do the life and story of the Blankets of Honor. They talk about, like, when veterans come home, how they blanket them and stuff like that. It was really cool. They did a presentation. They gave an Army veteran a blanket and one of their custom challenge coins. So I just wanted to share that because I thought it was really, really cool what they did. It's very nice people. Looking forward to chatting with them again soon. But check it out, Blankets of Honor. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. So check that out. I just wanted to share that with everybody. What do we have here? Come on, Christy. Not a morning person? Come on. I, for one, am shocked. Oh, right on, Steve. Right on. What else? What else is coming up? Last year we participated. HMG, the brands, participated in the Patriot Challenge. Patriot Challenge happens every February through our friends over at Gallant Few. Give me a second. Sorry. So I'm just bringing this up that if you go to patriotchallenge.org, February is right around the corner. We'll probably be putting a team together again this year. So check that out. I'm just kind of testing the waters and putting that out there. What else? Flash Friday sale. You've heard it here, folks. We got a sale going on. Our sister company over at HMG Beverage has a plethora of... Can you guys see that? Not really. Lighting sucks here. This is our medium roast, our Brazilian Cerrado. We're gonna do 20% off today. Today only. Today you get 20% off if you DM us here or on Instagram and put hashtag HMG. I'm gonna give you 20% off your orders today. We got this one is ground. These are 1 pound bags of coffee. Normally they're $16.75 on the website for a 1 pound bag. We're taking 20% off today. If you want some coffee, this is some good stuff. If you want a sample pack, sample packs are $5. They make a whole pot of coffee. So check it out. Steve, it's delicious. Thank you. I appreciate that, Steve. Lance Henderson. Why does that name sound familiar? That guy pops up every 6 months. I'm just kidding, Lance. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you jumping on. So, folks, 25% off. Or well, now I got to do it. I said 25. I said 20. We're gonna do 25. I'm gonna change it up right now. There you go. Because I messed that up. 25% off. 25% off the coffee today. All right? 25% off. Normally $16.75. 25% off. Send us a message if you want a coffee or just order it online. And we'll get you hooked up. Don't forget, we also have, boom, these nice hats. They're back in stock. We only got a couple left. $25. DM us if you're interested. I'm not even Lance. I'm not even saying it, man. Not even saying it. So, I'm excited. November, grateful for all you. HMG Beverage, we're going to do a coffee sale. We're going to have sales on and off throughout the entire month. Veterans Day, we're gonna do a sale on Veterans Day as well. So stay tuned for that as well. But today, 25% off on our coffee, and we have right now we have in stock. We have the Brazilian Cerrado, which I showed you. This is a little sample pack. We got the 1 pound. A lot of these 1 pound packs. You can get it ground or whole bean, and we also have the Heroes United, which I don't have one of those up here because your boy's ill prepared. So say you. Lance, I missed you, you crazy SOB. There you go. Are you happy? Are you happy now? Are you happy? There you go. Christy, yeah, see, you got to check it out. We got to get you some coffee down there. I love it. Ah, you guys are something else. Son of a gun. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, let's get started here a little bit. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. You know, my tax fella, Anthony and his crew over there. They do our books and our taxes every year. JB Auto Clothiers, new company that I'm also part of. Custom made to measure suits for men and women. Go to jbautoclothiers.com. You'll be suited for life. Check it out. So, hey, we had some new shows. I've been talking the last couple of weeks about some of these new shows that are coming out, and they're out. They're out. They're live on the Heroes Media Group website. You can check them out. Fight in the Shade USA podcast is up. They got the first episode out. Go check it out. Chasing Happiness. This week, Ryan talks about the entrepreneur struggle with failure. Ryan's got he ended up doing a solo show this week. Great guy. He says that he calls himself the 3-time entrepreneur failure. He tried business 3 times and then went back to corporate, and now he's back in this venture. Really good episode, and it touches base. And any of you that have tried to start a business and may have failed or is looking to start a business, this would be a good episode to listen to. Ryan's got a lot of experience, so check it out. Let me see here. What else do we have? Next up, we have The Hack Life, another new show, new to the HMG network. This one here, the 22 ways to optimal health and fitness. Effective, practical, actionable, with special guest Steve Jordan. Steve, he's a trainer of the stars and author of 22 Ways to Optimal Health and Fitness. He's worked at the White House during the Clinton presidency as their personal trainer, and has trained many recognizable names in Hollywood to include Dustin Hoffman, Gerard Butler, Lisa Kudrow, Quincy Jones, and a slew of others. But what's really cool is that this episode, they get into Steve's near-death experience, which transformed him into being a trainer today. They also talk about some of the qualities that are overlooked by many. When it comes to health and wellness, I certainly have done that. So it's crazy. Steve shares the number one thing that high-end clients do that normal people don't do. And it's going to shock you. It shocked me when I listened to this episode. I was like, there's no freaking way. I reached out to him, and it's like, yeah, it was crazy. So, yeah, check it out. Lance, yes, you heard it right. Personal trainer, Clinton's. All right, moving on. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, next up we got label free podcast. You guys, I gotta stay focused. I can't. You guys are something else. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Next up, we got Label Free Podcast. This week's guest is Wayne Altman. Wayne tells us why he and his wife started Melody Clouds. Take a listen to this. First, so any of you, let me ask you this first before I even get into this. How many of you have tinnitus? Ringing of the ears? Well, Wayne had that problem. Him and his wife started Melody Clouds, and see, the only time that he did not experience extreme ringing in both ears is when he could listen to various music selections and give himself a kind of a break from the noise, if you will. So Lance, the only time I'm a mess is when you come on here. So, cheers to you, buddy. So, listen, Melody Clouds, I'll be honest with you, I haven't checked this one out yet. But those with tinnitus, this sounds like something that could definitely be beneficial. So, I would check this one out. Next up, we got Environmentally Speaking. Kind of I'm going to call it a dark episode. It was kind of Halloween themed, but this one this week is climate change and how it impacts historic cemeteries. Do you hear me out on this one? This is really weird. So, the show's based out of Rhode Island, and they talk a lot about the upper northeast part of the United States, Rhode Island, Massachusetts area. But this topic here goes really anywhere. They talk about the effects of climate change and what it's had on the preservation of historic cemeteries. Now, in Rhode Island, as small as Rhode Island is, it has over 2,000 recognized historic cemeteries. 2,000. More and more historic cemeteries are becoming increasingly in danger of flooding and are starting to erode. And one of the questions that's asked during this episode is it worth the money to save those that are already gone? Oh, God, that's such a dark question. It literally makes the hair on the back of my neck stand when I ask that. It just seems, I don't know, wrong, I guess. But they were talking in this episode, and like one of the grave sites was from like 1635. And it was pretty interesting hearing about, how these different historic cemeteries are eroding really bad, what's happening to them, what can they do to preserve them, or is there an alternative? They give you the answer, but you're going to have to listen to it. So check it out. That's this week's Environmentally Speaking. Right, yeah, right. Steve. Next up, we have the Arms Room Show. The Arms Room this week, they're discussing the real-world application of shotguns and shattering every myth that comes with them. So I'm not sure if any of you are shotgun-type people, but this is a very interesting episode. Make sure you check it out. That's this week's The Arms Room Show. Decision Hour. Tonight, 8 p.m., I'm launching the psychedelic series. I do a short series on psychedelics and how it's helping with PTSD and TBI, so stay tuned for that. Shout out to Time to Shine a Day. Make sure you check them out. Next up, we have Because Bikers Matter podcast. This week, David was in Athens, Greece, and talks about the motorcycle life over there. Nothing short of impressive, learning about helmet laws over there, and then he takes you on a little bit of a tour with some rides in the winding roads, and then he talks a little bit about the Eagle Rider Club over there. Go to Because Bikers Matter podcast Facebook page, and you can see some of the pictures and stuff. He's been international. He's been overseas doing these last couple episodes, so it's really awesome, and some of the pictures it's taken are really beautiful. So check that out. That's this week's Because Bikers Matter podcast. Next up, we have the three amigos, the Pushing Back Chaos. This week, they're talking the importance of empathy. Lance, do you know what empathy means? The importance of empathy. Empathy. It's the ability to imagine what it's like to be another person, or to put yourselves into their shoes, right? Why is this empathy? Why is this aspect of human character is so highly prized in the professional and interpersonal space right now? Why? Lance, no, you how can we apply this when we need it most, in like high pressure work situations, or when we are having trials in our intimate relationships? How can we be more or show more empathy? This is the topic this week for Pushing Back Chaos. The guys talked about it, and it's kind of eye-opening, really, with sharing their experiences and whatnot. Encourage everybody to go listen to this, the importance of empathy. That's this week's Pushing Back Chaos. Check it out. Next up, we have the Power of Investing in People podcast. I love this one with O'Shea Sparks. This week, Cooking with Love, with special guest Yolanda Moore. Miss Yolanda Moore is the founder and owner of CP's Mother Lovin' Cookies. I love it. Mother Lovin' Cookies. A mother of two, she was raised in a single-parent household by a strong and loving mother. Her mother's influence shaped her into more ways than she had ever imagined, eventually leading her to her current endeavors as the founder and owner of CP's Mother Lovin' Cookies. This is a fun episode. And you go to motherlovinccookies.com and check it out. I love this one. So that's this week's The Power of Investing in People podcast. Check it out. Let me see here. What do you guys... she talks cookies. And who doesn't like cookies? I love cookies. But I'm a foodie, and I pretty much eat anything. So, yeah. Yeah, mother loving cookies. I just love the name, right? Mother loving cookies. All right, moving on. Oscar Mike Radio this week. This very important topic. Oscar Mike Radio does a live stream every Thursday night, 8 p.m., and he's going to be doing a series here starting after Veterans Day on Monday nights, talking about the Deshauna Smith story. You're gonna have to look this one up. That's all I can say. But he had some great guests on last night. They talked a little bit about this case that's going on right now, and he's going to be expanding on this on Monday nights. The first Monday after Veterans Day is, I believe, what he said. But go to Oscar Mike Radio and watch this episode. It's military sexual trauma and stuff. It's things that need to be talked about. There's some things that are brought up, and it's always one of those like, ooh, yeah, the touchy topic. Yeah, well, it needs to be discussed. So check it out. I know. I need a scrolling banner with this. Listen, I'll have it on after the show. Lance, you've known me long enough to know that multitasking is not one of my strong points. So after every show, I come back on here and I'll put the notes in. Next up, we have Ubaldi Reports, just facts, no fiction. We know what time it is. I'm not going to say the word because platforms will shadow ban us and whatnot, but it's that time of year, and that's next week. So that's all I'm going to say, so check it out. Next up, shout out to License for Love. They don't have a show this week. They're going to pump out an extra show at the end of the month, but you can go check them out. We got your 6 at 6 Our friends over at the People's Patriot Project, Mark Peterson was on a little bit ago. I don't know if he's still on here. But every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time with our friends over at the People's Patriot Project. They do a roundtable event. They do it live on Facebook, over at their Facebook page. Check it out. Love it. Honorable mentions, we got the MSEC podcast. Motivated Mindset. It's a newer show on the network. They're going to be, Jeff Demers will be putting out some content on Monday, this coming Monday. Let me see here. Oh, the S3 show. Tomorrow on the S3 with JD, which agency signings from the last offseason has proven to be the best or worst decision so far this season? Talking about the NFL. Plus, he's going to talk about will the Philadelphia Eagles lose this year? And if they do, who are they going to lose to? I don't know. You're going to find out. See what his picks are. He's also got the pick 6 locks of the week for fantasy football. Who to start, who to sit. Let's check it out. That's this week's the S3 with JD. He'll be doing a live feed on his the S3 with JD show Facebook page tomorrow. Let me see here. Some more honorable mentions. God's Good Table. Rise Up, Life on Fire. Our friends over at Battle to Be. And we're going to be making an announcement next week with a new show that's going to be joining us here as well. Mentioned our sponsors already. Simper Savage, love them. Best salad dressing and marinades on the planet. Make sure you check that out. Simper Savage, I got one up here. There we go. My Tax Fella, again, is getting to be tax season. Pretty close, right around the corner. Make sure you go check it out. My Tax Fella. JB Auto Clothiers. Listen, they got a new social media pages and stuff, so if you could do me a solid and go over and like some of that, that would help. And don't forget to check out HMG Beverage, our sister company. We got, what'd I say, 20% off? No, 25% off today. Social media, Flash Friday sale, HMG Beverage, or you go to hmgcoffee.com, 25% off your order on the coffee today. And then hats are $25. If you want a hat, you got to DM us, let us know. So, that's it. Man, I kept it under 30. I'm impressed. Unless Lance keeps saying something here, he's going to. Eagles will go 14. No, really? Who are they going to lose to? Now I gotta ask. 14-2. Wow. I'm curious to see who their losses are going to be. Or here's another question for you, Kenneth: will the Eagles make it to the Super Bowl this year, or the big game, or whatever? Which is in Phoenix this coming year, and we will be out in Arizona for that as well. So I'm going to take a minute here, see if anybody's got anything. Please check out this coffee. We got a lot of it, and we love it, and we're thankful. That's why we're doing the sale. It's been a great year for us at HMG Beverage, so we want to show some support. And we're going to be doing some flash sales this month. Today only, 25% off. And I will be making another post about this on our Instagram page. You know what happened the last 2 times the Phillies won the World Series? I don't. No clue, Steve. No clue. So, what else? That's it. That's all, guys. I appreciate you guys for jumping on. Don't forget to turn your clocks back. Or, turn them back Sunday. Lance, I might just do that. It's the first Friday. There's several Fridays this month, Lance. Can we get through this Friday first? I'm gonna be doing different sales maybe throughout the month. But it was supposed to be 20% off, and then I opened my mouth and I misspoke. But so now it's 25% off. Excuses. Give me excuses. How many buy? But no. So Lance, I assume you're gonna jump on and buy some coffee then? Yeah, I'm just saying. Ooh. Kenneth, I'm liking this. Giants was a. All right, all right. 5 people roll it down. Listen, that's it. I'm past the mark. Go check it out. Go get yourself some HMG coffee. You get 25% off. I love you guys. Thank you. God bless you. God bless America. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good weekend, everybody.